Noisy Pixel. What's up, nerds, and welcome to the Noisy Pixel Podcast, episode 49 for the week of February 5th, 2020. Here where we talk about games, but mostly about ourselves. I'm your host, Azario Lopez, and joining me today is no other than Victor Aparicio.
My phone just died during your intro. Now I'm sad.
Is it that long?
Oh,
I think I'm just giving the people what they want to hear. I've been sick for like the past 2 days. And it's the first time that I've actually been sick in like 2.5 years, 3 years. I thought I was immune to every disease. And then, well, my life changed.
Oh, they catch you. They catch you eventually.
Well, what happened was I made the mistake of going to LA. Now,
yeah,
sometimes people make this mistake, but I had to do it to visit the offices of NIS America. And I came back. I just went there for the day. I swear to you, Victor. I just went there 4 hours tops. I was there, and I get out and I get home, and my eyes are all burny. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up sick tomorrow. And that's exactly what happened.
At least you didn't take the Greyhound from LA, because that was like a legit 7 hours that I'll never get back.
You know what, to be honest with you, I have done that. I have taken many a time in my days of covering video games. Have I taken the Greyhound to LA for events like E3 and Anime Expo? Because we have here in California, we don't have a train that actually takes us all the way to LA. It drops you off somewhere, and then you have to take a bus the rest of the way. Ugh. So it's sometimes easier just to take a bus the entire way, depending on what's cheaper. You know, we're not billionaires over here.
Not yet.
But yeah, so not yet. So anyway, I'm not feeling 100%. But when am I feeling 100%? That's pessimistic of me, I know. But some days I'm just so tired. Just so.
It's okay. We'll get through all this together. All of us, even the listeners.
That means a lot to me. Victor, as you know, Noisy Pixel is recorded every week and posted to podcast services, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, what have you. Now, let's get on to the show. And let's start off with, what are you playing?
My answer is very boring if you listen to last week's episode. Because all I ever keep talking about is playing The Forest every Wednesday and Friday night with my buddies. And playing Thronebreaker. And that's probably about it, to be honest. It's just
I don't know what the forest. I know you've been playing The Forest, but I don't know what it is. But if you've explained it on this show in the past 2 weeks, then don't re-explain it. But if you can just give me the cliff notes.
Okay, so in The Forest, you play a man who's in first person, and your airplane crashes on this island, and these weirdo, crazy island dwellers who wrap themselves in mud and all the sorts. They take your son, and they hide in the catacombs and the caves and stuff like that. So you can basically F off and like do like the Minecraft way where you just chop down trees and like build stuff, or you can go through the caves underground and like follow the story. That's basically it though. So it's like a survival kind of thing. It's
like Rust.
Neat. And me and my friends cannot stop like pretending that that's our real life every once a week. So it's great.
Well, sooner or later we have to grow up, and then you gotta play visual novels for the rest of your life.
We're almost done with the story portion, and we're actually kind of sad that there's like nothing else other than like just building some bridges or something. So
is there going to be DLC?
Everything good ends eventually.
Will you be able to purchase DLC?
I don't think there's DLC. They only patch it. That's all they really do over there.
All good things do end. And that's pretty much what we learn. That's the theme of this episode.
That all good things end.
My reign of not getting sick for 3 years. God, I had such a good streak too. I remember as a kid, people would say, "Oh, it's so fun being sick because you get to play video games and stay home from school." But I never could do that. Sometimes when I was sick, I would stay home.
Really?
Well, sometimes I would just stay home and then sleep all day. And the next thing I know, it's already 3 o'clock when I'm supposed to be home. And I'm like, man, I could have played games all day, but I
Yeah.
slept. I'm such a baby. And even now, even when I've been sick for this past 2 days, oh my God, I'm so behind on work. You have no idea. But
It's funny you say that because I was just making fun of this YouTuber the other day because it's some like chick who plays The Sims 4 all day, and I was watching it because of the new Sims 4 that came out for PlayStation Plus. Well, not the new Sims 4, but you know what I mean. And yeah, she was just like, "Sorry, I couldn't upload a video of me playing Sims 4. I was sick." And I was like, "What kind of excuse is that? You can just play Sims 4 while you're sick." But I don't know. I guess some people don't play games when they're sick. I do. I go to bed for like 2 extra hours, and I get up and I drink water, eat some medicine, and play some games. So
the thing is like my eyes are so heavy, like I just can't, and I can't think and I can't get out of bed. And I just want to I did this thing. I decided there's Hollywood Reporter, I'm sorry for the plug, does these like roundtable discussions with these actors. They've been doing it for years, but I just caught on to it like a few months ago. And I decided to just binge those and just fall asleep to them. Just because I like the arts. I respect the arts. And I like when actors are more candid than they are in when they're doing like press tours and stuff. They're a little more open.
yeah.
And so I've been doing that, and then listening to NPR per usual, typical day. So that's my sick story. Look who it is. Brian has came into our lovely podcast today. Hello, Brian.
Hello, friends. Sorry, I am late, but fashionably late, I hope.
Yes. The theme of this episode is all good things come to an end, and I feel like this is just a part of that theme.
On a related note, Brian, you're fired.
That's what I thought it was going. I was like, oh,
Pack your fucking bags.
but I work from home.
You heard me. Get back in.
We're talking about being sick. I'm sick, so how I don't play video games when I'm sick. And
That's kind of funny because like whenever they show TV shows, like kids calling sick and they're like play video games, or they do get sick and then they play video games all day.
Yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that's the idea where you call in from school and then you have this amazing adventure.
And you crash a car.
Ferris Bueller didn't crash a car.
I don't remember how that movie went.
Yeah, it's okay. Millennials.
I have a list of movies I've never seen, but that's unrelated.
Oh my God, we will not get into this. Anyway, I'm playing Dragon Ball Kakarot. That's the game I've been playing, and it's freaking long. I'm getting through all the sagas, and the game is long, but expect my review Friday. And expect it to be, depending on how it ends, a 7 or 7.5. Now, you'll have to read to find out, but expect it.
What sagas does it go through? I thought it only went to like
goes through all of them.
All of them? I thought it was just Cell. That's amazing.
Dude, it goes through all of them. It goes through Android, Boo. There's some added like story arcs with a new character from the that stupid squad. God, I can't even. I've been playing it for so long, I can't even freaking think about them. Anyway, yeah. So that's my life.
Does it go through the now non-canon Super Saiyan 4 stuff
No, but I think
or GT?
you can go. You can power up there. I think there's a part where you can power up, but I think it's just extra. It's like a hidden bonus. And but other than that, like you can find all the Dragon Balls, and like if you summon Cell, you can do Super Saiyan 3, and then he'll like freak out because he doesn't really see it. So it's like it's stuff like that. It's like fan service, you know?
That's neat.
So yeah. But it's an okay game. There could have been, I don't know, if you're just going straight through it, it's not fun. If you're not taking in what the game has to offer and you're just going from story beat to story beat to story beat, it gets repetitive extremely fast.
Yeah,
But
I think I've heard other people say that where since like this every Dragon Ball game is just, oh, let's do the beginning bits again, and then you just play through the story, and it just gets repetitive if you've been playing Dragon Ball games up till now.
Yeah, and the thing is like they added all this extra stuff that you can do, but it's not required. So you can cook, you can search for new items, you can level up, you can do all this side story stuff. Yeah, you can do all that, but it's not required. And because they kind of put on your map like go here, go here, go here, your brain kind of tells you, well, I'm not going to go like to somewhere I'm not supposed to. And I think that has to do with the open world being split up into regions where you're met with a loading screen every time you go between regions. And they did put out a patch recently that lowered the time on the loading screens, but it's still pretty long. But besides that, yeah, it just limits the amount of time that people want to go to other regions just to explore because of those loading screens. And you just want to get the game over with sooner or later. It's all fighting though. The fighting's awesome. But yeah, expect that soon. And that's what I'm playing. I'm playing some other games, but I don't think I can talk about them. Anyway, Brian, what are you playing?
So I've been in the process of apartment hunting, so I haven't had time to like sit down and play a game. So that means mobile games for me. And so one of the games that I've been playing that my friend put me onto, it's called Monument Valley. It came out in 2014 by developer Us2, so Us TWO Studio. And what it is, it's like an indie puzzle game, kind of like Fez, if you played Fez, where you have to rotate 3D objects and like go platform from the start to finish goal by navigating a 3D object, except the objects and mazes are optical illusions and like impossible objects, like that triangle thing that isn't supposed to work the way it does. So it's pretty fun. I love the art style, and the soundtrack specifically are really, really good. I highly recommend it. I think it's like $5 on the Google Play Store, and there's a sequel too. So there's a second one that came out in 2017. I haven't beaten the first one yet, so I haven't bought the second one yet. But I've been enjoying my time with it so far.
How's apartment hunting going?
Keep going.
How's apartment hunting?
More apartment hunting is rough, dude. Living in the Bay Area is no bueno.
Yeah,
it's super expensive.
To put things in context, I used to live in Oakland, and he is not lying. It is the worst. The demand for rent is disgusting. And
yeah, because like we're even like looking for places in the off season, and usually the off season they're like looking to fill places that are like empty so they can make money. Yeah. But even the off season places, it's crazy expensive to rent. We're only looking for like one bed, one bath, or like 2 bed, 1 bath, and those places run up to like $3,000 a month.
Wow,
thieves! A bunch of thieves!
A bunch of thieves.
Oh, you could always move to Fresno with me.
Then we could do these live, right, Azario?
You could do these live. You could take the bullet train to the Bay Area whenever you want.
That's true. That's true.
Tell you what, you get a 2-bedroom here for $800 a month.
Dude,
how good does that sound, though?
That sounds so good. Like, it really does.
That's why I said,
if Jess could find jobs out in Fresno, we would discuss it.
We have some hospitals.
When
I heard that,
apartment hunting has been going on. That's been an ordeal. Trying to fit gaming in between those times. Sorry.
When you're packing, you end up packing something that you need to game, and you're like, well, shit, I'm not going to unpack and then repack again.
Yeah, that's why I think I'm going to put all the stuff that like I want to play games on, like the Switch and like my 3DS and like a laptop or something, all in a backpack, so that when I'm moving and stuff, I'll at least have that set up.
Ready to go.
Exactly. Have it good to go. I have a bunch of Switch games that I'm still like playing and picking up here and there. Still working through the Phoenix Wright series trilogy, and been playing Witcher 3 still on PC, and that's been enjoyable. And I bought a game that I shouted out, but I haven't had a chance. I think 2 weeks ago, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. But that's on my list. I forget what it's called, but it's a full motion video PC game where a dude's narrating it's based on this book, like a choose your own adventure book. And so he narrates it and you like roll dice. It's like playing D&D without like having to have a dungeon master, which has been pretty cool. For
our second half segment, I'll just tell you guys about my NIS America trip and then any other news that maybe is on your guys' mind. But earlier this week, I went to NIS America to play some other upcoming lineup of games. One of them was Trails of Cold Steel 3 on Switch, and I was surprised by how good it ran. It's still 720p, 30 FPS, which is different from the native 4K on PS4 Pro and 1080p, 60 FPS on PS4. But you can't really tell on a Switch. I don't know. I hate that when games are lower quality on Switch, you have this like weird sensation to just let it go. You know, you look past it because you're like, well, it's the Switch, and I hate that I always do that with every Nintendo console. And you can't tell me, Brian Lee, that not every reviewer out there does that same crap with Nintendo products. It's like they get this Nintendo 2 extra points tax. So that's so I need to correct myself pretty much. Regardless, the game ran good, and I even compared the loading times to the PS4, and it's pretty spot on. Which makes the PS4 look silly because 3 seconds, it's like 3.5 seconds to get in between from one area to another, and the Switch can pull it off too. PS4 version, you need to pick it up.
They have less resolution.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was making a joke. I said they had less resolution to load.
Well, that's why that's the lower resolution, right?
It's true. But you would definitely like just expect a significant difference in performance between like a machine like the PS4 versus the Switch. So I totally can see where Azario is coming from.
I would rather focus on gameplay than resolution, and that's just me. I don't care. There's shitty looking games out there, but some of the best games I've played are those shitty looking games. So I can't really knock them that hard.
I feel nothing about that statement.
I can tell. Jesus Christ. Second up, I played Disaster Report 4. You'll see a preview. You'll see a preview of that on the site. That game probably shouldn't have came out, but it's fun. It's fun. It's just not the prettiest game, but it's fun. But it looks like it belonged on the PS3. I don't know. We'll see. Then I played. What else did I play? Landgrasser 1 and 2 on Switch. And if you like classic Fire Emblem or classic Landgrasser, this game's good. Got the waifus. It's got a nice story. It's got a kind of streamlined battle system. And
Landgrasser?
yeah, Landgrasser.
Huh. It's
You
weird.
never heard about it?
No, I haven't.
You should read this website called noisypixel.net and tell you all about those games.
Oh, I gotta check their Alexa score first.
But anyway, that's what I did at the NIS America. And is there anything else you guys want to talk about today?
My nostalgia likes the news about Phantasy Star Online coming to Switch. Or I mean, not Switch, Steam. Sorry,
I was gonna say Phantasy Star Online on the Switch.
I thought on Xbox One.
Yeah, like I haven't really been following it, so I don't know what's taking so long. I did know that there's some closed beta about it, but I don't really know what's going on with that game. But I like the name. The name perks my ears, and I'm just like, well, when someone tells me that's good, I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look.
Those people that are telling you that it's good, bunch of posers, bunch of bandwagoners.
That's why I'm not going to listen to them. I'm going to listen to websites like the noisepixel.net.
Yeah, we'll be playing the beta all weekend. So
sweet.
Well, I mean, you could go in and play it too. It's on Xbox One. You should sign up for it.
I do have an Xbox One. What a coincidence.
So that's what I'll be doing this weekend. I did play that game Disintegration on Xbox One for the open beta by the Halo developer. I want to write about it, but that game is like it needs something more. It's basically like you control a mech of some sorts, and then you have these 3 units that you direct to do things, and you're supposed to send these units out to pick up stuff and deliver this stuff, and it's just ridiculous because not only do you have to focus on people trying to shoot you in your mech, but you also have to direct these stupid units, and it's just a little too much. Everything's happening, and these mechs are like bullet sponges, so you keep shooting them, and for some reason their health goes down so slow, and I don't know, it's just unsatisfying. You feel like the ones that you get are just aren't warranted for anything.
Oh, I was saying people were complaining. That's a complaint that people had when they were playing Anthem. Was bullet spongy, enemies don't feel satisfying to kill. And if you're playing a shooter game, it's really something that's a huge takeaway from the experience.
Yeah, because I would totally flank these dudes and shoot the hell out of them.
Right.
But because I don't know, they blasted around me somehow and used their special, but I don't know. And then you recharge super fast, or you get your health back super fast. It needs a lot of balancing. There has to be a better hook for that game. Maybe I just suck.
Could be that you're just bad at the game.
Yeah, you need a better gun.
That's how I feel sometimes, where I'm like, is it me or is it the game that's wrong?
I've read
especially for games that require that are competitive and things like that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
What other news is there? Brian, do you have news?
They announced a Pac-Man Tamagotchi.
What?
That's kind of cool.
So my question to you is, would you consider the Tamagotchi to be a video game?
So the last time I had a Tamagotchi, I was so stoked because it was when I was 25 and 26, and I'm like, oh, I love these things growing up. So I got the Tamagotchi. And literally, probably 10 minutes later, maybe an hour later, the constant ringing of it annoyed me so much that I threw it in the bottom of my closet and I didn't touch it again for probably two or 3 years, and now I don't even know where it's at. But I was so annoyed, at the alarms that would go off whenever the thing is hungry, and dude, it would go off. I would hear it at like 3 a.m. I would hear it like silly times, and
So it's like realistic. It's like almost like it's an actual pet.
or an actual bait.
Except you can throw it away if you don't want it.
It's gonna grow up and like confront you as an adult with all of its abandonment issues.
I learned it from you, Dad.
I wouldn't play past that.
I bet my Tamagotchi was way better than all of yours when we were kids because I had a Godzilla one.
He was telling you that it wasn't.
It was Godzilla, and you can make them exercise, you can feed them, and then you can make them all real strong, and you can battle other monsters when he was strong enough. And he would always kick everyone's ass because I was the best Godzilla raiser.
Is that like was it like a Godzilla like brand virtual pet?
Yeah,
like device. That's a dope.
Yeah,
I like the Digimon ones that Azario was talking about.
Yeah, I think it's silly. I think it sucks because I bought it thinking that everyone else would get it in my elementary school class. Nobody else. So I couldn't trade
you
it.
just by yourself, just playing it. That's sad. That's so sad. I mean, I think the one that I had was like the Power Rangers in space one, where like you fix up your Megazord and you train your Megazord to be really powerful, and then you fight each other.
That's pretty cool.
And I fixed the solution of, I don't have to worry about other people getting it. I'll just buy 2, and then when I want to fight somebody, I'll just give them the shitty one.
Do you remember scanners?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude,
I still think that concept is really great.
Well, I cheated on it because you could just scan the same barcode over and over again. It doesn't matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just sit there all day scanning the same barcode, and then sooner or later I would get a monster.
Yeah.
But I always loved the idea of like going through a food store or something and scanning everything.
Yeah, like your mom takes you grocery shopping and it's like, I'm just gonna scan some Chef Boyardee's real quick.
Concept. So
yeah,
good.
I think it is really cool. I like games where they like try to do something weird like that one. And then there's what was I thinking of? Man, I'm spacing because we brought it. Monster Rancher, where you like put CDs in the game and like it ports monsters in. I'm like, it's such an interesting like playful thing that I wish a lot more companies did.
You guys were talking about that in the last show, and they are making a Monster Hunter remastered.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
I don't know how they're going to do the CD thing, though.
I hope they do. I hope they keep the CD thing. If they don't keep the CD thing, I'll be so sad.
Maybe they'll have it away that you put like a USB or something in your PS4.
Yeah. Or like scan a QR codes or something like that.
It has to be
if
like...
all that fails, we can bring back hit clips.
What the heck were hit clips?
You know hit clips?
I don't remember hit clips.
Songs. Those digital MP3s and like there's a wristband.
Oh no, I do remember hit clips.
It literally plays seconds of a song when you probably desperately want to listen to the whole thing.
Or the bougie version, the video now. Would you like to watch a really low quality Fairly Odd Parents episode?
Oh my god!
For like 5 minutes, you can for $30.
Can you guys tell how old we all are?
Yeah, we're really dating ourselves.
Video now. I even remember the commercial still.
I guess it's gonna take us to our pick of the weeks, and I'm going to pick 0000 on PS Vita and PS4.
Mm-hmm.
It's out now, and it's like one of those simplistic platformers, kind of like Super Meat Boy, I guess, but even more simplistic than that because it's only black and white, and you pretty much kind of have to go through these really difficult stages. The only reason why I like these types of games mostly is because I like to watch them being speedrun, and it seems like a good game that people would optimize and get good. So that's my pick. And then Victor?
Good. Yeah, I picked Seventh Sector. I hope I said that right. Anyways, and Yeah, I picked it because like I kind of liked how it had that inside vibe, except you can actually control more than one character. So there's this little droid, he flies all around, or you can be like a freaking Metroid ball, just rolling around, solving different puzzles and like getting through all the traps and stuff and collecting stuff on the way there. So also neat visuals. It's like kind of like dingy and dark and foggy and like it seemed kind of cool. And it's like this cyberpunk world. So yeah, look out for that if that's what you're into.
Brian, do you have a pick?
For a pick, I don't know much about this game, but I like the art style a lot, and that's the reason I want to shout it out. That, and it's like a Paper Mario-y RPG type thing, which is also a thing that I really enjoy. It's called Under Hero. And I believe is it out yet? I think it comes out later. I think February 11th is the PS4 release. But yeah, the art style is very like cute, and it's gotta support those indie devs.
Sounds good. I don't really have a get to know your pixels question for this week.
Let's see. What's one thing you like? So Dunkaroos are coming back, and so I want to know what's one thing that's like really nostalgic to you that you wish got brought back.
Jenko jeans.
Really?
Wait, what?
Jenko jeans.
Oh, Jenko jeans.
I see no problem with it. I think that'd be great to bring back.
Because I used to skate a lot, and the idea that back then everything was super baggy, right? I wore large shirts, and even now I wear small and medium.
Mm-hmm.
But back then I'm in middle school wearing large shirts and these huge pants, and that was the style, you know? And then like from there, growing up, everything got really tight. And now I wear more form-fitting pants, but I just wish that we went back to the times where we could all just wear loose clothes and be comfortable and bring them back.
Beauty's pain.
Also, those pants that had the zipper on them where you could zip them into shorts.
Yes. I'm sure they still make those. Come back as a fashion trend. I used to own a pair. I think I used to own like two pairs of that because the concept of it was like, like as a kid, I was like, wait, it's both pants and shorts? Well, this for one price?
Asian people love them, dude.
That's true, man. That was my shit.
I only had one of those, and where did they go?
You always lose one leg, and then that's it.
That's the end of it. Then you just end up looking like a Titus.
Yeah, or Titus.
Yeah, however you want to say it. I kind of miss Doritos 3D. Not necessarily the chips. I mean, I did love the chips; those are great. But I feel like Pringles has this monopoly on like a tube for storing your chips. I guess you can get some roasted peanuts too, but I'm not talking about peanuts. I'm talking about some chips. So we need more than one way to carry chips in a tube because sometimes I don't want Pringles. Sometimes I want something else. And we need to bring that back.
They have that pour, like you could pour it into like the little top bit cup, and then you just snack on it in that top bit. It was amazing. As a kid, my like sister would buy me those for snacks, and it was like the greatest treat.
So if you got a backpack with water bottle holders and you got two of them, one's a water
and one's a Dorito.
One's some chips.
Yeah,
I think it's perfect.
Chip.
Yeah. So
that's great. What's one thing that I would want to bring back? Oh man, I like had one in my head, and I lost it because you said Doritos 3D, and I was like, whoa, yeah, give me some of those Doritos 3D, and my whole mind went like blank for like a while. But yeah, no, I can't remember now. So I remember when they used to like give little mini CD-ROMs in in like Burger King Happy Meals or like in cereal and stuff like that. And one game that I really remember was in a Captain Crunch cereal. They had this thing where you raised a crunchling, whatever the fuck that is.
God. Yeah.
And so it would be like a Tamagotchi, and then you would raise up your crunchling, and it would grow up from a baby to a teenager to an adult, and you would have to have it like play these mini games like skateboard and like some other stuff. But it was a lot of fun for something you just got free in a box of cereal. I think they need to start bringing back more like stupid tie-in games.
I think what you mean to say is that you enslaved a child and malnourished it by feeding it only Captain Crunch.
Yeah, but you got 3 different types. You could choose the only berries, the crunch peanut butter crunch ones,
and you forced it to skateboard for your entertainment. You sick man.
I wonder if there's like a ROM for you to play that online, because I really want to play that game.
Oh, I'm sure.
Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure is what it was called. And there was like this like weird troll looking thing that you'd have to like raise your crunchling to defeat it or something. Oh man, bring that back. Okay, Captain Crunch people, if you're listening to this, give me that. I want to play that game again.
We'll review it.
Yeah, I'll review it. Oh man.
Well, guys, that's been episode 49. Thank you for joining today. And you can find us on Twitter at Noisy Pixel News. You can find me at Azario Says. You can find Victor at
Micmur _ MICMUR.
And then Brian at
NP. It's just Brian. So BRIAN.
Easy. And thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can email Brian.
Yes, at Brian@noisypixel.net.
There you go. And thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.